recording. Now that's happening. All right, welcome everyone. We are going to be testing Node today. Our goals are twofold. One is to bring you into a network, an existing network that already looks like it has about 12 blocks on it. Assure that you can catch the state, meaning that you have added blocks and your node sees them, and then go through the exercise of you joining as a validator so that you can deploy and propose on the network. So with that, let me point everyone to today's worksheet. It is here in the chat window. There's a wiki page. You will find on it all of the information that you need to get started, where get started means the following. One, you're prepared to run Node with RDoctor. It's our log aggregation tool, and you will find in the wiki page instructions for doing that. Two, you have installed the version of RNode that we will be working with today. That is RNode version 0.8.3 with the get number beginning with 0115D as in dog. You will find the link in the wiki page to the binary packages as well as the Docker image. If you do not already have a key set that you use to run Node as a validator, you're welcome to either select one from a sheet that we have or generate one. And when you have done all of those things and you're ready, you're welcome to, the Bootstrap address is on the wiki page. You're welcome to connect to that Bootstrap and start catching up to the state of the network, which appears to be block now 14. Please don't hesitate to come off mute or use the chat if you need help getting started. It would be helpful if you would let me know when you have joined and when you have caught the state. Hey there, Tomislav. Hey there, Will. We are just getting started. Not sure.
Hi.
Hi there. Here's the link to the worksheet. Let me know if you have trouble getting started. NetZipper, that is okay. That is an indication that your node is always eager to make connections, and it's likely that those nodes are no longer available, but still trying. All right, I just discovered that I started a node with the wrong key. So I'm going to kill my current node, clean up, and try again.
I've started to see a lot of attempting to add block to DAG and blocks with different hashes, but still my block count is 0.
And that is typical. So
Actually, two already.
Yeah, you have to catch up with 2 validators, so they have to add some blocks to generate their DAGs. So you're getting nodes blocks from 2 validators, and you will not have a DAG up until the moment you have a DAG, if that makes sense.
So my node is trying to add block which has no parent in my deck, or
yeah, you're missing the parents of this block, and now the RChain node is trying to request missing blocks. So that's the catch-up mechanism working. It will be worrying if it stops and you're still not at a reasonable block count.
What's the current block number? Kelly, can you?
Yeah, I'm looking. Validator, let's see. Sorry, I'm having to look through the logs because my node hasn't caught up yet.
Okay.
I think it's number 17, FA9B14.
Okay, thank you. I'm on 9.
Okay. For those of you not operating a node, I will share my screen. What you see on the left-hand side is my node catching up, and so it's very busy once it starts to realize that there are many blocks in the world out there. And so what you're observing is a lot of requests for missing blocks from the peers, as well as receipt, and you can, and then the node starts to add blocks to its DAG as it receives them. And then sends them back out to the network saying, look what I found. On the right-hand side of my screen, you see our log aggregator, and you're seeing everybody here, myself, the validators that are on our testnet. And if you're operating a node, you'll pop up there from time to time as well. I've seen NetZipper so far. I haven't seen any others.
I have a problem running RDoctor. Whatever I do, I get this, not an error, but something that I don't expect.
Yeah. Hold on just a second. Let me ask.
Can I check the version?
You should be able to when you. Can you check the version? Yeah, hold
Yeah,
on.
the version returned me the same.
All right, so Tomislav, bear with me. This is we're kind of triangulating this. I'm talking with Tomasz on another channel, and he says it has to be started with something. It currently doesn't take any flags. So he's saying that this should work.
Let me try.
Thank you.
I'm getting the same thing. I didn't have a problem before. I'm using the same script.
That's weird. The same script meaning that you're running.
Well, I have my own script, but I'm
right.
from the RDoctor documentation.
Okay.
I'm using the version from Linux.
All right, I see Phil. Looks like you're catching up.
You can always try running without RDoctor if it's not possible to fix this problem.
Yeah, that would work too. All right, looks like our validators are up to block 20. And I'm in the process of catching up. Once my node is caught up, we'll confirm that I'm a validator. I should be. I'm in the bonds file. And then once that's happened and you're also caught up, we can test bonding.
While we are waiting, can someone who knows what's happening tell how what's the process of catching up over node to the state of the chain, and why it is so slow?
It's network bound. It has to be network bound. So the validators currently are responding. Well, they're bored actually. So, but they have to stream their state to you. So it's a ping pong mechanism, right? So you request block 20 because that's what's currently being processed. And you see that you don't have its parents, so you request the parent, you get the parent, you see that you don't have the parent's parent, you request the parent's parent, and so on and so on and so forth. So that's the way how the catch-up mechanism can work in a network that's not, it's not deterministic how many blocks there are, how many parents there could be, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the best.
Who do I send requests about missing blocks?
To everyone.
to everyone. And if
Yeah.
someone have that block, he sent me.
Yeah, exactly. So the goal of a peer-to-peer network is to have many nodes, and those nodes having the state cached in their RChain node instances, and they should be closer to you. If they're close, the streaming will be faster, right?
I just wonder, there must be max 5 nodes. I thought it should be not so slow, because how much time should it take to ask 5 nodes for? Do you have something or not?
Are you? Can you confirm how many peers you have? This happened to me earlier, where I, for some reason, only had 2 peers. It was very slow.
No.
Let's see. Let me remember how to do that. So if you can get a count of peers with this.
Ah. It shows me 2 peers and 20 nodes.
Yeah. So I wonder.
How does peer differ from node?
There's 2 ways to connect. There's so node. I'm going to get this, not all of the technical parts right, but there basically node connects at 2 levels. One, it observes other nodes, and so when it says nodes, it's just knowing, it's recognizing that there are nodes out there in the world. But peers are peers that you have gone through the protocol handshake with, and that you have truly connected with.
That's shorthand for Casper peers. So peers that take part in the Casper protocol.
Okay, so it seems I have to wait when other nodes get that blocks that I'm missing before I
Yeah,
can
and so
have it in my DAG.
and this is a really interesting thing. Again, I observed this morning as well, and could not, it makes for very slow catch up. Something you might consider is killing your node and cleaning up your RSpace directory and reconnecting. And when I did that, for reasons unknown to me, I got a better peer count.
Okay, I will try.
Team, is that a problem?
I don't know. It might. There were, to my knowledge, there were no changes in the networking layer.
Agreed. It seems like once, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we're presenting something that's always been there but was hiding under other errors.
Actually, it's strange because I'm running my node in a data center.
Yeah, you should have lickety split node then.
Sorry?
Your node should be very fast then and connect fast with others.
It should have a nice connection, actually.
Yeah. Phil, I'm looking. Dom, is that the block height, 23?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, nice thing that I got valid approved block received almost immediately,
Oh, nice.
which haven't happened yet.
Tomislav, since we last operated with RDoctor, and since maybe the last time your script was successful, Tomasz is telling me that we did make some changes in our Google Cloud storage, and that possibly your redirect to pick up that binary that might have broken that redirect.
I do something to start it now.
I'm sorry, I don't think I heard all of your question.
Okay, can I do something to use it now?
Let's see. I think so. Hold on.
Maybe we can compare the size of the binary. Oh yeah, yeah. Huh. Yeah, you're right.
Did you find it though?
Yeah, my RDoctor binary is just 170 bytes. So yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely not a binary. Yeah.
Okay.
Can be there some keys from the RNode binary, for example, default timeout, which make me which prevent me from catching up and linking with the nodes because my default timeout is too low or something.
We
Could
have that.
you
Oh, go ahead.
could you up the timeout? Because we're saying, well, it's a networking system, right? So timeouts will happen, but I'm looking at one of the validators and he's getting a lot of timeouts, which might point to that. Yes.
Which points the default timeout? Which does it mean? It is 6 seconds or?
How much are you using at the moment? Because maybe you're using enough.
6,000 default timeout.
6,000, right?
Yes.
Try 30,000, so 30 seconds, same as HTTP.
Okay. So actually, if the network has a lot of nodes with a bad connection, if even if my node is have a good connection and it has low default timeout, it won't connect with the vast majority of nodes in network, and only can talk with nodes with fast connection. Does that make sense?
I'm not sure, Dom. Did that make sense?
I have 5 peers already.
Okay, well, that's better.
So that's the issue.
All right, I think I'm almost caught up.
Download the whole binary from my network, but when I'm on the virtual machine, where is my RNode, then I download like some useless file instead of like a binary.
Weird. And the binary for RDoctor, not RNode.
Yeah. With the curl, I'm using curl inside the virtual machine. And,
All right, let's see. This is what Tomasz suggests.
I will try that.
Thank you. All right, I think I caught up.
Doesn't the Bootstrap node have the most recent DAG? Should it or not?
It should. It you know it was there at Genesis. I usually look at one of the validators that's proposing.
I just wonder why fresh nodes that bootstrap from that address don't pull the DAG fast from the bootstrap. If my node asks every node it knows, it should ask a bootstrap also.
Agreed, and I don't know the answer. All right, let's try this. My block has 0 weight. Why? So Kent and Dom, or Kent, because Dom is no longer here. I'm a validator that's in the bonds file at Genesis, and just proposed and got that we're ignoring that block because it has 0 weight.
So you're sure that 3D86, that validator, is in the bonds file?
Let's confirm.
That's the block number, yeah.
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 Let's see, where did I find it?
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Pavel. Yeah. I'm in the bonds file.
Interesting. Is that's the default bond file that's used, right?
Yes.
I wonder if we're using that default.
Well, this is what's in the setup file so that when we run the job in RunDeck, my understanding, I can validate this with Tomasz. My understanding is what's in the Ansible playbook is what is driving the RunDeck testnet when we set it up.
Can you do a show block on, I guess, that block that it got ignored?
Oh yeah, this one.
And I want to see, like, it's kind of a mess, but you can grab the bonds map out of it with a bit of effort. Oh, it got ignored. Well, any block before that is fine.
So I could do this one.
Yeah.
And what am I looking for?
Just grep for your validator ID.
Forgive me. I just type in grep and then a line and then.
Or just Control F. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. So there's 2 instances of it. 3 instances of it.
There should be a weight next to it. So actually, go back to. I saw a bunch of weights at the top. So we have 13, 26. Yeah, I see a bunch of 10. Is that 100,000 or a million?
It's a million.
I see. So is your validator ID, is it? Huh.
Let's see, it's up further up here. Oh, I see.
Can you can you copy and paste around that area, just all the way, maybe this entire page that's showing on that screen?
Okay.
And yeah.
Is that good?
Yep, that all the way down there. Yep.
Okay.
And just anywhere that I can see it or I can play around with.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, so what this means for the moment is that we cannot test validator bonding because they can't deploy to me.
Can you try any other validator ID?
From the bonds file?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me just a second. Yeah, Phil, it's a good question. Let me validate that in just a second. I'm pretty sure I did, but it's always worth a check.
Can somebody quickly tell me what the issue is? Like, is Kelly not a validator, or what's going on?
Yes, that is the issue. I brought up a node, caught up to the state, and because I was in the bonds file, expected to be able to validate, and got unslashable block with a weight of 0, which means that I wasn't recognized as a validator.
And that validator private key was being used from the Genesis block? Like from
Yeah.
the Genesis? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. This is the
Yeah.
bonds file. It's in the Genesis
Oh,
block.
okay. And you see that in the bonds file. Sorry, in the first block, like the Genesis block. You can actually look it up.
Ken, do you want me to go all the way back to look at the Genesis block?
Sure, that works too.
Okay. Hold on. Before I do that, let me just double check that I used the right key. I think this is my error. No, I don't think it's my error. This key. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't share your private keys, as I am doing right now. This is the correct key for the...
I guess we should put a mechanism to check.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let me try this. Let me...
We not have like a list of private to public keys for the bonds file you're showing on the right.
I don't have that list. It's very likely that Tomasz does. Let me try it with another key set. Oops.
I'm looking at the bonds file in the bootstrap. which we're using right now. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keys.
Just 6?
Yep,
So we are not using the bonds file that I thought we were
we
using.
are using the first 6 file entries from this bonds file. For whatever reason, I don't know what the reason is.
Oh, I know the reason.
Oh, you do? Say more.
Remember how we were checking if finalization works correctly, and we were shrinking, and we asked.
Yeah, but that was manual. I think that's the changes that Thomas did to achieve this shrinkage was manual.
How do you know?
But yeah, that needs validation. Let me check.
But how many people are on the call right now? Kel, you can just pretty much use a different key, right?
We've got 11 people on the call.
Well,
If my key is not in the Genesis block, then no. Because we can't, the ports for the Rundeck validators are not open for people to bond to.
yeah, it's a matter of finding the 6th key, which is not bonded to a validator.
Which should be that one.
The 6th, not the 11th. That's my guess.
This one. I don't have a key. I don't have the corresponding match to that.
Billy, did you see Tamash's message?
I do see his message, so I'm looking for my key in there.
Well, yeah, or I guess you should just use one of the keys that he has posted, because the other ones aren't
Okay.
in the bonds file. Or like you should restart your node with one of those keys.
Okay, I can do that. Sometimes, team, Control-C does not kill your node.
Control-X, C, X.
Control-X.
X, my bad.
Is it a matter of being patient?
Shouldn't be.
That's a key that I own. Okay, so I can't kill my node. I can kill the terminal.
Did you don't do it because this will not kill Java in the background. Did you try spamming Control-C a few times?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me come up with a command for you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that's loud.
Yeah, scroll a bit up and the number 8108 is the magic number.
Okay.
Kill -9 and this number. I'll post it also.
Thanks. Oh,
And verify that it's tied on the other terminal.
oh, look at that. Okay.
Now, please check if our doctor is still running or not.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay. Rerun the command with the one that the first one, PSIAUX grep RNode.
Okay.
It should post also our doctor. Everything's gone. You're fine.
All the things are gone. Okay. So we have about 10 minutes left. I think the thing to do, and given we only have 10 minutes left, if we want to validate that people can bond, is to restart the rundeck testnet and have everybody restart so that we don't have to spend time catching up. What do you think?
We can always try.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah,
So let's bounce the testnet. Simple row. Yeah, okay. All right, so if you're running a node now, please kill your node, clean up, and wait just a moment, and we'll all join together in just a moment. All right, so Bootstrap has transitioned and is up and running. So if you're ready means that you've killed your node, you've cleared your RSpace directory, and you're ready to reconnect to Bootstrap, you're welcome to do that now. Oh, crap. I think I've asked this before, but I don't remember what the answer is. So dev team, does it matter that node requests the fork tip from peers before it has peers? Does it continue to request as peers get added? Or does it request and then since there are no peers, nothing happens and we just move on?
Yeah, nothing happens, and then it should request again sometime in the future.
Okay. I don't know that it does. I've only ever seen it ask once before peering takes place. Oh, wait, no, there it is. It requests when it connects to people. Interesting. Okay. I am bonded. I am successful at validating. So if you, let's see, I have to remind myself what my IP address is. I never remember. If you would like to attempt to bond, please deploy to me at this IP address.
I'm at block 1.
Perfect. You're ready. All right, you can do your next deploy. All right, NetZipper, I think you're done.
I deployed bound files.
Excellent. Phil, the information is in here.
That I'm successfully bounded.
Yay, and you were able to
Yeah.
deploy and propose and all that good stuff?
Well, my battery is now very low, so I will try and
Yeah, do try, do
maybe,
try.
maybe I do not finish.
Okay. All right, we are at the top of the hour. If you have a hard stop, this is it for you. I'm curious to see if we can see NetZipper validate a block. Is anyone else close? I know it looks like I've deployed proposed a couple blocks for people. Phil, are you working on it? I know you're quiet. Okay, no worries, Phil. Oh, Tomislav. Are you sure that you were bonded?
Yeah, I checked on my node that I have.
And so I know that you got the invalid and slashable block message on one side. What did it say on the other side? Did it give you a reason, like weight equals 0?
How do you mean on the other side?
So if I propose, if you're looking at my screen, if I propose here and I get an invalid and slashable block, if I look on the log, in the logs of the node, it will oftentimes tell me why. That it's ignoring a block. Usually it's because of weight 0. I'm sure there's a more elegant way to say that.
Yeah. Because block creator has weight 0.
Okay. And when you say you validated that you confirmed that you were bonded, how did you do that?
I checked that I checked on my last block that I have hash. I'm looking at my script, so I'm checking that I have bond successful message in my last block.
Okay. And when it says when your script is showing bond successful, what is it looking at? It's looking in the block for your key?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's looking for my public key that has verify,
Uh-huh.
and also looking for a bond successful text.
Hmm.
Where is my public key?
One note, these blocks may still be orphaned
Oh. Do you want to pull?
because we're doing a lot of orphaning nowadays.
Would it be helpful? I'm just thinking in terms of ticket. Would it be helpful if you pulled a VDAG to show that?
Yeah, a VDAG and the name of the block which contains the bonding information, and we can easily prove that it's been orphaned.
Okay. Tomislav, does that make sense?
I posted a link where is my function for checking this.
Okay.
So I think I'm using exactly what you said. I'm sorry, I must go to another meeting.
Okay, no worries.
Sorry.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. All right. Phil, you were working on it. Are you close? Yes, I'm proposing now. All right, Phil, let's block B as in boy, A366.
I made a propose and my node stopped from printing any output for about 4 minutes already.
Okay, let me make sure I heard that correctly. You called for propose and it looks like it hung.
Yes.
And 4 minutes is your counter so far?
Yes.
Mm. Does your node appear busy on?
I'll try a minute.
There you go, Phil. Block 1E, F as in Frank, F as in Frank.
Yeah, it seems eating CPU really, really hard.
Okay. Phil, you can dupe.row is a nice one. Really anyone actually, because the testnet's doing random. That's it for your CPU is burning up. Why would that be?
I don't know. I deployed dupe.row and proposed a block.
And propose is still hung.
Yes.
Okay, can you, if I step out a ticket, can you put some information in it, please?
Sure. Actually, when I try to open the another console and try to, for example, type RNode show blocks, it shows me that I'm on 4 blocks.
Oh, you only have 4 blocks. So you even stopped adding blocks. What's and it's block? So you've added block 4.
I proposed on third block, after third block.
Oh,
Maybe it caught the fourth block while I was typing command.
could be. All right, Phil, well done. Hey, NetZipper, are you able to just leave that running and let's see if it resolves?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's do that. All right, we need to end this call. Thank you for spending time and going over. This helps us check a number of things that have been in flight over the past week or so. So thank you for that. And we look forward to testing with you again next week. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.